Welcome to your Taurus Daily Horoscope for April 29th, 2025. As we journey through the heart of Taurus season, today's cosmic energies offer particularly potent opportunities for the steady bull of the zodiac. Let's dive deep into what the stars have aligned for you on this significant day. With the sun firmly positioned in your sign, your natural Taurian qualities are magnificently amplified today. Your inherent patience, reliability, and appreciation for life's sensual pleasures are all enhanced, giving you a powerful cosmic advantage. April 29th stands as a day where the earth element dominates your chart, providing you with exceptional grounding energy while subtle influences from Venus, your ruling planet, add a touch of harmony and beauty to your experiences. The planetary alignment today creates a perfect balance between stability and potential growth, exactly the kind of energy that resonates with your nature. The morning begins with a sense of purpose and clarity that might feel unusually strong even for you, dependable Taurus. As you move through your day, you'll likely notice that your famous determination is operating at peak capacity. This is an excellent day for making progress on projects requiring sustained effort and attention to detail. Your ability to stay the course when others might give up is one of your superpowers, and today that quality receives cosmic enhancement. In your personal relationships, April 29th brings a beautiful depth of connection. For those in partnerships, today offers a chance to strengthen bonds through practical demonstrations of love. Rather than empty words or fleeting gestures, your ability to show commitment through consistent action resonates powerfully today. Consider ways you can create security or beauty for your loved ones, perhaps by addressing a household matter they've been concerned about or bringing aesthetic touches to shared spaces. For single Taurians, your natural magnetism is heightened today. You may find yourself attracting attention without even trying, simply by embodying your authentic self. Potential romantic connections formed today have excellent prospects for developing into something substantial, as people are more likely to see and appreciate your depth rather than making superficial judgments. Look for someone who values reliability and can match your capacity for loyalty. In your professional life, April 29th, 2025, highlights your natural talents for creating value and seeing things through to completion. Colleagues and supervisors are more likely to recognize your contributions today, particularly those that demonstrate your thoroughness and attention to quality. It's an excellent day for presentations, completing important projects, or showcasing work that you've developed over time. For Taurians in business or finance, your instinct for value is particularly sharp. Financial decisions made today are likely to reflect good judgment about long-term worth, rather than flashy but insubstantial opportunities. Consider reviewing your investments or making thoughtful purchases of items that appreciate over time. Art, property, or other tangible assets align well with today's energy. Physically, you may notice enhanced sensory awareness on April 29th. Take time to fully experience and appreciate pleasurable sensations, the taste of high-quality food, the feeling of comfortable fabrics against your skin, or beautiful music that resonates at a deep level. This heightened sensory capacity isn't merely about pleasure. It's also providing valuable information about what truly nourishes you. Your throat and neck area, the bodily region ruled by Taurus, benefits from special attention today. If spring weather is variable where you are, protect this vulnerable area. Gentle neck stretches or a soothing throat tea can help maintain your well-being and support clear communication. Nutritionally, today favors foods that offer substantial nourishment rather than empty calories. Your digestive system functions efficiently, making this an excellent day for enjoying meals that require time to prepare and savor. Earth-grown foods, root vegetables, mushrooms, hearty grains, provide energy that aligns perfectly with your constitution. The cosmic alignment on April 29th creates a beautiful opportunity for you to examine the balance between your natural persistence and your capacity for adaptation. While your steadfastness is undoubtedly one of your greatest strengths, Today's energy invites you to identify areas where more flexible approaches might help you achieve your goals more effectively. Consider whether there are situations where you've been holding on to methods or beliefs simply because they are familiar, rather than because they serve your highest good. Your remarkable capacity for appreciating beauty can be channeled toward creative expression today. Even if you don't consider yourself particularly artistic, finding ways to bring aesthetic elements into your environment will nourish your soul and stimulate innovative thinking. This might involve rearranging your living space, incorporating natural elements into your workday, or simply taking time to observe beauty in your surroundings. For enhanced fortune today, surround yourself with deep green and copper tones, which resonate particularly strongly with Taurus energy. The numbers 6 and 24 carry favorable vibrations for you on April 29th, so notice where these might appear in your day. Early morning, between 6 to 8 a.m., and early evening, 5 to 7 p.m., offer your most productive and inspired hours. Schedule important activities during these windows if possible. Emerald and rose quartz can amplify your natural attributes when worn or kept nearby, while incorporating lavender or thyme into your environment or meals provides beneficial supportive energy. While the day's overall forecast is exceptionally positive for Taurus, be mindful of a tendency toward excessive caution. The planetary positions support calculated risks, particularly in creative and romantic realms. Watch for signs that you're using practicality as an excuse to avoid growth opportunities that feel slightly uncomfortable. Your thoughtful nature is an asset, but don't let it prevent you from embracing promising possibilities. Communication requires extra attention today, as you might find yourself assuming others share your priorities and perspectives. Take time to verify understanding, particularly when discussing matters related to shared resources or emotional expectations. Your natural thoroughness serves you well when applied to listening as attentively as you speak. As this day unfolds, balance productive work with sensory pleasures. Short breaks to appreciate beauty will enhance rather than detract from your effectiveness. Consider writing down your most important long-term goals and identifying one practical step you can take toward each today. Express appreciation to those whose reliability you value, as acknowledging this quality in others creates powerful reciprocal bonds that support your journey. Make time to connect with the earth element that so strongly influences your sign, whether tending plants, walking barefoot on grass, or simply placing your hands on natural materials like wood, stone, or clay. This grounding practice helps you access your deepest wisdom. In relationships, connect through shared sensory experiences today. Cooking together, listening to music, or simply enjoying comfortable silence can strengthen bonds more effectively than lengthy discussions. Your presence itself is a gift to those you care about. Your steady energy provides an anchor in an often chaotic world. As April 29th, 2025 draws to a close, take a moment to acknowledge the progress you've made, however incremental it may seem. Your Taurian gift for patient development is perfectly aligned with cosmic forces today, creating foundations for future success that others might overlook in their haste for immediate results. Trust your innate sense of timing. You know better than most when to hold steady and when to move forward. Rest well tonight, knowing that your natural approach to life is receiving powerful cosmic support. Tomorrow brings new opportunities to build on today's progress, continuing the steady journey that is your specialty. This has been your detailed Taurus horoscope for April 29th, 2025. May you enjoy all the earthly pleasures and steady progress this day has to offer. On April 29, 2025, Taurus finds itself at a pivotal astrological moment with several significant planetary positions directly influencing your sign. The Sun sits prominently at approximately 9 degrees in your sign, reinforcing your core Taurian traits of determination and sensuality, while illuminating your personal identity and physical vitality. This position grants you enhanced presence and authority in your immediate environment. Your ruling planet Venus will be transitioning through Gemini, creating an interesting dynamic where your natural desire for stability encounters a more versatile approach to values and relationships. This placement activates your second house of personal resources and finances, potentially bringing unexpected monetary opportunities through communication and networking channels. Mercury, positioned at approximately 27 degrees Aries, sits in your 12th house of the subconscious and hidden matters. This creates an interesting mental paradox for you, Taurus. While you typically process information methodically, this Mercury placement stimulates intuitive flashes and revelations that bypass your normal logical thinking. Pay special attention to dreams and quiet moments of inspiration today, as they may contain valuable insights about resource management and personal security. Mars in Cáncer on this day activates your third house of communication and local environment. This brings passionate energy to your exchanges with siblings, neighbors, and close associates. Your words carry additional weight and persuasive power, though you might notice yourself becoming unusually defensive about your ideas and intellectual territory. Channel this energy constructively by advocating for practical improvements in your immediate surroundings. Jupiter, now in Gemini, forms a significant sextile with your Sun, expanding opportunities related to personal finances and material security. This beneficial aspect encourages growth through learning and adaptability, qualities that don't always come naturally to your fixed Earth sign. The cosmic message here is that flexibility with your resources will lead to unexpected abundance. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces, forming a square to your Sun position. This creates productive tension between your practical nature and more intangible aspirations. In your 11th house, Saturn demands restructuring of your social networks and long-term goals, particularly those involving community and collective endeavors. You may feel increased responsibility toward group projects or experience limitations within friendships that ultimately serve to solidify truly supportive connections. The most transformative planetary influence for you continues to be Uranus, which remains in your sign at approximately 23 degrees Taurus. This revolutionary planet has been disrupting and renovating your fundamental identity and approach to life since 2018. On this specific day, Uranus forms a conjunction with your natal Sun if you were born around May 13 to 15, potentially triggering significant breakthroughs in self-expression and personal freedom. Neptune in Aries creates a subtle but persistent square to your Sun, potentially clouding your judgment regarding practical matters. This influence manifests in your 10th house of career and public reputation, suggesting potential confusion around professional direction or public image. Ground yourself through tangible accomplishments rather than pursuing nebulous achievements. Pluto in early Aquarius forms a fixed square with your Sun, intensifying power dynamics in professional relationships and triggering profound transformations in how you express authority. This aspect demands authenticity and challenges outdated patterns of control within your career sector. The lunar position on this day places the moon in Libra, activating your 6th house of daily work, health routines, and service. This creates an emotional need for balance and harmony in your work environment and physical well-being practices. You may feel drawn to aesthetic improvements in your workspace or find yourself mediating conflicts among colleagues. The North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo form an important axis across your 11th and 5th houses, pushing you to balance personal creative expression with contribution to collective causes. This nodal placement encourages you to share your artistic talents and natural resources with groups aligned with your values. Chiron in Aries sits in your 12th house, potentially triggering subconscious wounds related to assertiveness and self-initiation. Pay attention to feelings of inadequacy around taking independent action, as healing opportunities emerge through solitary spiritual practices and compassionate self-reflection. The Black Moon Lilith position near your ascendant suggests encounters with raw, unfiltered feminine energy that challenges your natural tendency toward composure and measured responses. Embrace rather than suppress these primal aspects of yourself for profound personal growth. Looking at asteroid positions, Ceres in Cáncer nurtures your communication style, while Pallas Athena in Virgo sharpens your analytical abilities in creative pursuits. Juno in Scorpio intensifies commitment in business partnerships, though with potential power struggles that require careful navigation. The cosmic alignment on April 29, 2025, creates a fascinating communication landscape for you, Taurus. With Mercury forming a supportive trine to Pluto on this day, your words carry exceptional depth and persuasive power. This isn't just about everyday conversations, there's a transformative quality to your expression that allows you to address topics you'd normally avoid. You may find yourself delving into subjects of personal significance that you've kept private until now. Venus, your ruling planet, is positioned in Gemini, activating your second house of values and resources. This placement softens your typically straightforward communication style, adding versatility and charm to your words. You're able to articulate your needs and boundaries with both firmness and diplomatic flair, a powerful combination that others find difficult to resist. The moon in Libra on this day forms a harmonious aspect with Saturn, providing emotional balance when expressing yourself. This grants you the ability to communicate challenging information with both sensitivity and structure, especially valuable in professional settings where you might need to deliver constructive feedback or negotiate terms. For those Taurus individuals involved in creative pursuits, this day marks a significant breakthrough in how you communicate your artistic vision. Ideas that have been percolating beneath the surface suddenly find clear expression. Writers, speakers, and content creators will notice an unusual flow of productivity, with concepts organizing themselves coherently without the usual struggle. Digital communications receive a particular boost today. Your social media posts, emails, or text messages carry added weight and meaning. Be mindful that what you write may reach further than anticipated. This could work wonderfully in your favor for networking purposes, but also suggests caution with any sensitive information. In relationships, a square between Mars and Neptune creates an interesting dynamic. You may sense undercurrents in conversations that aren't being directly addressed. Rather than pushing for immediate clarity, today's energy supports patient observation. Listen for what isn't being said as much as what is. Your natural Taurian intuition is heightened, allowing you to sense emotional subtexts. The positioning of Jupiter in your communications sector has been gradually expanding your voice over recent months, but today marks a catalyst moment where you might suddenly recognize your own growth. Ideas you couldn't articulate 6 months ago now flow naturally. This could manifest as confidence during a presentation, clarity in writing, or simply feeling more comfortable expressing your authentic self in daily interactions. For those in business, negotiations initiated today have unusual staying power. The Taurus ability to ground abstract concepts into practical realities is amplified, making you an exceptionally effective communicator for concrete outcomes. If you've been hesitating to propose a new idea or initiative, today's planetary support provides the perfect backdrop. There's a particular emphasis on cross-generational communication today. Conversations with either much younger or older individuals prove especially fruitful. Your natural Taurian patience allows you to bridge communication gaps that might frustrate others, positioning you as a valuable interpreter or mediator. Mercury's position also enhances your ability to recall important details from past conversations. This serves you well in ongoing discussions where historical context matters. You might suddenly remember a crucial piece of information that shifts the entire direction of a project or relationship. Your throat chakra, the energy center associated with expression, receives powerful activation today. Some Taurus individuals may experience this physically, with a desire to sing, speak publicly, or engage in voice-centered activities. Others will notice it as an internal clarity, where thoughts connect to words with unusual precision. In learning environments, your absorption of new information is particularly strong. If you've been studying something challenging, today's energy supports breakthroughs in understanding complex concepts and articulating them back. Teachers or mentors will notice your enhanced ability to demonstrate comprehension. Communication technology also falls under today's favorable aspects. If you've been experiencing technical difficulties with devices or platforms, this is an excellent day to resolve those issues. Similarly, if you've been considering an upgrade to your communication tools, research conducted today leads to satisfying decisions. For Taurus individuals experiencing any tension in family communications, the Libra moon creates an opportunity for peaceful resolution. You're able to see multiple perspectives while still honoring your own needs, a balance that doesn't always come easily to your fixed earth nature. This temporary flexibility serves you well in domestic matters, requiring sensitive handling. Written expression receives particular cosmic support today. If you journal, write professionally, or communicate primarily through text, you'll notice an unusual clarity and flow to your words. Ideas that normally take multiple drafts to articulate might emerge fully formed on the first attempt. This is an excellent day to address important written communications you've been postponing. The third house emphasis in your chart today also highlights local connections. Conversations with neighbors, siblings, or community members carry special significance. Information exchanged in these seemingly casual interactions may later prove unexpectedly valuable to your personal or professional development. As the day progresses, be mindful of a slight Mercury-Saturn square forming by evening. This might introduce a more critical tone to your thinking and communication. While helpful for editing and refining important messages, it could also manifest as unnecessary self-doubt about your expression. Remember the confidence you felt earlier in the day, and don't let perfectionism prevent you from sharing your valuable insights. As Venus, your ruling planet, forms a supportive trine with Saturn on April 29, 2025, Taurus natives are experiencing a particularly favorable day for financial consolidation and long-term planning. This planetary alignment brings a grounded energy that harmonizes with your natural financial prudence. The universe is essentially offering you a green light for carefully considered monetary decisions today. The moon in Capricorn further strengthens your practical approach to resources, creating a cosmic foundation for sustainable wealth building. Take notice of how your natural patience with financial matters serves you especially well under these influences. With Mercury moving directly through your second house of income and personal resources, clarity around money matters becomes more accessible. This is not a day for impulsive financial decisions, but rather for methodical planning that aligns with your values. Jupiter's expansive energy in your career sector suggests that financial opportunities may arise through professional connections or workplace achievements. Stay attentive to conversations with authority figures or mentors who might provide valuable financial insights or opportunities. A surprising message around midday could contain financial information worth investigating further. Your financial intuition is heightened today, particularly regarding investments in tangible assets or real estate. The Earth sign trine between Venus and Saturn specifically supports investments related to home, land, or other physical resources that provide security. This is an excellent day to review your portfolio and make adjustments that favor stable, long-term growth rather than quick returns. Pay special attention to opportunities that may seem modest initially, but have strong foundations for future expansion. Financial partnerships are also highlighted today, with potential for strengthening arrangements that provide mutual benefit. If you've been considering consolidating debts or refinancing, the planetary energies support these activities, particularly before 3 p.m. when the Capricorn moon forms a productive sextile with Neptune in your house of shared resources. Conservative financial approaches yield the best results today. This doesn't mean avoiding opportunities, but rather thoroughly vetting them before committing resources. A financial advisor or trusted mentor's input would be particularly valuable under today's influences. The number 8 carries significant financial vibrations for you today. Watch for this number in transactions or opportunities. Physical comfort and security are paramount for Taurus, and today's financial decisions should ultimately serve these core needs. Resist pressure from others to invest in ventures that feel misaligned with your values, regardless of promised returns. Your natural financial instincts are especially sharp under today's planetary positions. A financial matter that has been complicated or delayed since late March may finally resolve, potentially releasing funds or resources you've been waiting for. Consider setting aside time today for financial organization, or planning even 30 minutes dedicated to reviewing your budget or investment strategy could yield significant benefits. The most fortunate financial period today occurs between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., when the moon's connection with Jupiter activates your prosperity zones. Schedule important financial discussions or decisions during this window, if possible. Remember that your financial strength comes from your methodical approach and unwillingness to be rushed, qualities that are cosmic gifts to your sign and particularly enhanced today. Seeds planted now, especially regarding retirement planning or long-term investments, have excellent potential for future harvest. Be wary of spending on status symbols or attempting to impress others today. Focus instead on true value and utility in purchases. An opportunity connected to a past professional connection may resurface, offering a second chance at a financial arrangement that previously wasn't quite right. The stars suggest maintaining healthy skepticism about get-rich-quick schemes, especially those presented through social media or digital platforms. Your financial power today lies in your ability to say no to what doesn't serve your long-term security and yes to patient wealth-building strategies. Look for opportunities that allow you to leverage your existing skills or resources rather than requiring significant new investments. April 29, 2025 brings a confluence of fortunate energies for Taurus individuals, with the sun firmly established in your sign granting you heightened personal power and natural magnetism. Your ruling planet Venus forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter today, creating exceptional financial opportunities. This powerful alignment especially benefits investment decisions, with your Taurian value assessment instincts operating at peak precision, allowing you to recognize lucrative possibilities others might overlook. With the moon transiting through Scorpio in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships become a significantly fortunate area. Business collaborations initiated today establish themselves on remarkably solid foundations, while single Taurians might encounter romantic connections with genuine depth and longevity potential. Mercury's position in your 2nd house of resources amplifies your ability to communicate about financial matters effectively. Salary negotiations, promotion discussions, and conversations about shared resources all carry favorable energy. Your capacity to articulate your worth peaks today, making this an ideal time to advocate for yourself professionally. Mars in Cáncer energizes your 3rd house of communication and local connections. Short trips taken today could lead to surprising opportunities or valuable new relationships. Educational pursuits, particularly those focused on practical skills or financial knowledge, receive cosmic support and may yield significant benefits. Neptune in your 12th house forms a subtle yet potent sextile to your Sun, heightening your intuitive faculties. This creates a fortunate area around intuitive guidance. Pay special attention to gut feelings, dreams, or spontaneous insights, as they likely contain valuable directional cues about which opportunities to pursue. Uranus, continuing its transit through Taurus, forms a harmonious aspect with the North Node, aligning personal transformation with your ultimate life direction. Unexpected opportunities that initially seem disruptive may actually perfectly complement your long-term path. Remain receptive to sudden changes that could catalyze significant growth. Your social connections receive structural support from Saturn in Pisces in your 11th house. Networking events, community gatherings, or group activities today have heightened potential for establishing valuable connections with staying power. Individuals you encounter, especially those with authority or significant experience, may become instrumental to your future success. Pluto in your career house creates transformative professional opportunities. Today marks an auspicious time for contemplating career evolution or repositioning your public image. Leadership roles allowing authentic expression of your values, while transforming surrounding systems are particularly favored. The asteroid series highlights creative self-expression as a fortunate area. Creative projects started today benefit from a nurturing energy that sustains them through completion. Activities bringing genuine pleasure simultaneously open unexpected doorways to opportunity. The part of fortune falls in your 5th house of creativity, pleasure, and romance, blessing these areas with special significance. Creative endeavors with practical applications or income-generating potential enjoy strong positive energy. Romantic connections formed today possess a seemingly predestined quality. Jupiter in your 2nd house continues expanding financial opportunities through multiple income streams and versatile skill monetization. Consider ways to diversify your income sources or apply existing talents in innovative, profitable contexts. For Taurus entrepreneurs, today presents favorable conditions for launching products or services, particularly those related to comfort, sustainability, beauty, or financial security, areas naturally aligned with Taurian energy. Your physical vitality enters a fortunate phase, with earth-connecting activities like gardening, hiking, or cooking with fresh ingredients not only boosting energy, but potentially leading to unexpected insights or opportunities. Home matters represent another area of good fortune. Real estate decisions, home improvements, or living situation changes carry positive energy. Some Taurians might discover property investment opportunities or ways to generate income from their living spaces. Morning hours, 7 to 11 a.m., carry particularly auspicious energy for financial matters, while afternoons favor creative pursuits, and evenings present the most fortunate time for relationship building. To maximize today's beneficial energies, lean into your natural Taurian strengths of patience, determination, and quality appreciation. Take time to properly evaluate opportunities. Your value assessment instinct operates at exceptional levels today. April 29, 2025 presents a fascinating social landscape for Taurus natives as Venus, your ruling planet, forms a stimulating trine with Jupiter in your communication sector. This planetary alignment creates an exceptional atmosphere for expanding your social circle and deepening existing connections. The day's energy carries a magnetic quality that naturally draws people toward your grounded yet charming presence. With Mercury positioned in your sign on this day, your communication takes on an unusually persuasive quality. While Taurus typically prefers to observe before speaking, today your words carry weight and influence. Friends and acquaintances will be particularly receptive to your ideas and perspectives, making this an excellent day for important conversations that you've been postponing. The moon in Libra occupying your 6th house creates an interesting dynamic. You'll find yourself drawn to social interactions that serve a practical purpose. Collaborative projects, community service, or work-related social gatherings prove especially rewarding. This isn't just about pleasure. These connections can lead to valuable opportunities that align with your long-term goals. Mars in Cáncer activates your 3rd house of close communication, infusing your interactions with emotional intelligence and sensitivity. You're able to perceive unspoken dynamics and respond to others' needs with unusual accuracy. This placement encourages reaching out to siblings, neighbors, and close friends with whom communication may have faltered recently. A subtle square between Saturn and Uranus affecting your friendship sector suggests some tension between old and new social circles. You might feel pulled between maintaining long-standing relationships and exploring fresh connections that align with your evolving identity. The key is not to make this an either slash or scenario. Both can coexist with proper boundaries. Your social magnetism is particularly strong today, thanks to Venus's harmonious aspect with Neptune. There's a dreamy, almost mystical quality to your interactions that allows for deeper emotional connections. People perceive you as not just reliable, your usual Taurian trait, but also as insightful and spiritually attuned. Group settings feel surprisingly comfortable today, despite your usual preference for intimate gatherings. Jupiter's influence expands your tolerance for larger social circles, and you might find yourself enjoying the diversity of perspectives and energies. Digital connections are also highlighted, making this an excellent day for virtual networking or reconnecting with distant friends. The presence of Chiron in your 12th house brings a healing quality to your social interactions. You may find yourself in conversations that unexpectedly address old wounds, particularly around belonging and acceptance. These exchanges, while potentially vulnerable, offer significant healing potential. Your natural Taurian gifts of patience and attentive listening are amplified today. People are drawn to your calming presence and practical wisdom. Don't be surprised if friends seek your advice on matters requiring a steady perspective. Your ability to create comfortable, secure spaces for others becomes a social superpower. Pluto's transformative energy in your 9th house suggests that social connections made today could introduce you to different cultural perspectives or philosophical viewpoints. Be open to friendships that challenge your established worldview. These relationships hold tremendous growth potential. For coupled Taurus natives, today favors social activities with your partner that introduce you to new mutual connections. The shared experience strengthens your bond while expanding your collective social universe. Single Taurus individuals might find meaningful connections through friends of friends. Don't decline those group invitations. Pay attention to synchronicities in your social world today. That person you keep bumping into or that name that repeatedly comes up in conversation. The universe is orchestrating connections that have deeper significance than might initially appear. The evening hours bring especially potent social energy, as the moon forms a harmonious sextile with Venus. Dinner gatherings, evening calls with close friends, or relaxed social media exchanges during this time carry special significance and satisfaction. Express gratitude for the people who form your support network. This acknowledgement strengthens these essential bonds. As the moon forms a supportive sextile with Venus today, Taurus, you're being called to balance your practical nature with moments of indulgence and pleasure. Don't view self-care as frivolous. It's essential fuel for your productivity. The planetary alignment suggests that your natural stubbornness might be heightened today, so consciously practice flexibility, especially in conversations with colleagues or loved ones. When you feel yourself digging in your heels, pause and ask whether this is truly a hill worth standing on. Mercury's position indicates that writing down your thoughts will bring exceptional clarity today. Keep a notebook handy for those moments of inspiration or frustration. Your ruling planet Venus is highlighting issues around value, both material and personal. Take inventory of what truly matters to you versus what you've been conditioned to pursue. The cosmos is creating a perfect opportunity for you to distinguish between comfort that nourishes and comfort that merely numbs. Physical movement will serve you exceptionally well today. Even a brief walk outdoors will help ground scattered energies and clear mental blocks that have been forming. With Jupiter's influence, there's a tendency to overcommit or take on too many responsibilities. Practice the power of a gracious no today. It's not a rejection of others,